Welcome to our 5 on 5. We're pleased to welcome back, of course, Senator Ron Wyden. Senator, good to see you again. How are you today?
Thank you.
So let's talk about the opiate prescribers group. You've done some legislation here, and you just talked to this group moments ago. Tell us what you told them.
Opioid addiction has hit our state like a wrecking ball. And you see it in every corner of Oregon. And you see it manifested in lots of really ominous ways. I went to school on a basketball scholarship. I was dreaming of playing in the NBA. Ridiculous idea because I was too small, and I made up for it by being really slow. And suffice it to say, nobody in those days ever talked about high school athletes getting addicted to opioids. And yet now, based on what I hear from the parents and the students, it happens fairly frequently. And the tragedy is that there's really a misplaced set of priorities. You really have to figure out a way to focus on prevention, treatment, and yes, enforcement. And so the elected officials are going to face some tough choices. The House and Senate is going to get together before too long on a bipartisan discussion with respect to how to deal with opioids. And I'm going to do everything I can to try to make it clear that those three priorities have to work in tandem, because if all you do is enforcement and restrict access to choices, that doesn't mean the addiction is magically going to go away.
Bernie Sanders isn't quitting anytime soon. Is it good for the Democratic Party, in your eyes, for this process to, him versus Hillary, to be drawing out into the summer?
Senator Sanders has every right to stay at this, certainly, through the primaries. California, District of Columbia, and he has important issues to raise. I think the debate is a good one, and then we're going to come together.
So in the end, we'll come together regardless
Yes.
of what happens. All right, so a recent poll showed Donald Trump is now leading Hillary Clinton nationally. How big of a concern is that to you?
Oh, I think polls at this point don't really mean a whole lot. You practically have daily polls, and they can vary very dramatically, so I wouldn't put a lot of weight behind that.
Okay. What's your feeling about the current proposals and reactions to a revamping of public use of BLM lands?
I think there's a job for Congress, and as you know, I've advanced a proposal for the O&C lands that would double the harvest on average for the next 50 years. It makes a major commitment to the environmental values that we care about, and protecting old growth. You can't do anything about old growth administratively. You really have to, in order to get the maximum protection, deal with that legislatively.
Very good. We're going to take a quick break. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. Again, we're here with Senator Ron Wyden. Senator, you toured North Medford High School today, and I guess a lot of that focus statewide, we need to improve our high school graduation rates, but career technical skills training is something you're also looking at.
Well, let's first put it into context. We're so proud as Oregonians to always be first, and particularly you look at the First to Protect the Beaches, wonderful commitment to natural resources. We're fourth from the bottom in terms of graduation rates. I mean, we're really in the cellar. So we've got to turn this around. And as part of the new federal education bill, the Every Child Succeeds Act, I was able to get funds set aside to try to help schools with low graduation rates. And what I'm doing is touring the state now, looking at schools with high graduation rates and ones with not so favorable marks, and we're going to be focusing on career and technical education because you see a great need for students with skills. I'm always hearing from companies that need welders, for example, certainly public-private partnerships where companies assist the schools, mentoring programs. These are all the kinds of programs that can make a big difference, and under the law that I wrote, the schools can get some help.
We talked before about the rising costs, skyrocketing costs of hepatitis C drug. Costs tens of thousands of dollars to literally cure the disease. What about healthcare costs in general? Is Congress doing anything to try and rein this stuff in?
A lot more does need to be done, and particularly with respect to prescriptions. And the reason why is we're now moving to an era of what are called specialty drugs, and they're really going to be cures. I mean, the hepatitis C drugs can actually cure this horrible illness. But the question is, are people going to be able to afford them? So here are some of the steps that I think are important. First, I think Medicare should lift the restriction so that Medicare could bargain to hold down the cost of medicine. And second, under a part of the Affordable Care Act that I wrote, it's possible for states to set up a public option to hold down the cost of medicine. I'm very hopeful that we can get Oregon in on that.
I'm running out of time, but I do want to ask you, you're having a private meeting up at Umpqua Community College today with students, counselors, the faculty. What are you going to talk to them about? What are you going to tell them?
Well, Congressman DeFazio, Senator Merkley, and I, we were able to get funds for the college to try to assist them in terms of, again, some of the big challenges they face with respect to the students and the campus. They've done, in my view, a magnificent job of reaching out to the students. But this is going to be a private meeting to listen to them and talk particularly about how we can maximize the use of those funds to assist the students in the community.
Senator, good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. Stay with us. We'll be right back.